This is my gaming setup, but before we begin, let me cover some topics. I am going to talk to you about considerations that we must place before going all in on a gaming room. All of us have different budgets and different tastes. I, for example, want to have the best equipment and components, but lack the funds. However, I am good at buying electronics on discount or waiting until my funds come in. Now let's cover some phases. This is the first phase. We must choose a theme for our room. We could also just go with the flow, which I did. You don't necessarily need a theme. Maybe use an app like Room Styler or any other you prefer. Now, I did a replica of my room in Room Styler and I thought it was fun. Basically, it lets you stylize your room virtually. Now, I am not affiliated with them. Let me show you an example of what I did before I continue. Okay, this is Room Styler briefly. This is roomstyler.com. And I made like a mock-up of my room. And you can see the camera here on the blue camera I'm moving around. You can type here and type whatever you want, shelf, music box, whatever. And then you see different items and you can put them in your space. And that space and that new object will populate over here in your image of the room. Like here I have a carpet. You can see the carpet and everything else. It's kind of cool if you guys want to see how your room is going to look virtually with all the items that you're buying. And we're going to click here, open it up. You can see here my room. And this is not exactly my room. You're going to see how mine looks. But it's pretty similar, to be honest. And it's kind of cool that you can do this virtually. You can do as much as you want. And you can take a 3D photo, and that's basically roomstyler.com. I'm not affiliated. I just saw this briefly and I started playing with it. So let's go back to the video. Back to the topic. You can also use the Amazon 3D object placement to see how an object looks in your room. Take into consideration your placement of furniture, as this can impede your walkways and prevent you from being comfortable. The second phase, once we have our room furnished or partially furnished, we know where most things will be. In this stage, we will consider adding lighting, floating shelves, decorations, and more to improve the aesthetic of the environment. This will add unique touches from your life or preferences regarding anime, shows, or movies. This is where RGB can make or break your setup. But I am personally unbothered by RGB. You could add smart devices to control your lighting or music to be able to change the mood in a second. Maybe for some lucky night, or just simply when you need to reflect on life. The third phase, we must consider our gaming setup and how this will be assembled to fit our needs. Maybe you want extreme comfort or just simply regular setup with no fancy monitor arms or magnetic options for the desk or other peripherals. Know your monitor if you want multiple screens or a mega ultra wide, maybe OLED or IPS. Some desks have rising mechanisms that can elevate your desk at a press of a button. Although pricey, it is pretty cool. You can even mount your PC to the desk, which it will raise your system when the desk is getting lifted. Also remember that cable management is amazing when done correctly. Some desks have included spaces for all your cables and some just don't. Not a necessity, but indeed cool if you can make it happen. Also, make a decision on whether you want to buy a UPS, which is an uninterrupted power supply, which can help your system during power outages. Search for protectors and good powering practices when you plan on leaving your components for a long duration of time. Also, you got to think of how much money you got invested in your equipment. Because if lightning comes down in your house, something happens, power outage, and your computer breaks, that's a lot of money that can go away. In the comfort arena, remember you will have your rear end sitting in that chair for hours. Buy yourself a nice ergonomic chair. It will make your life so much nicer, and your back will be grateful. So, what did we cover? First, know what you want in terms of having a team or no team at all, preferences or how much equipment will go into one room. Second, we may start adding posters, lighting fixtures, or accents, or other modifications that require opening a wall or making modifications to a wall. Cover your furniture and remove whatever components present problems if there's a lot of debris in the room. The third one, let's focus on our gaming setup. Monitors, placement of peripherals, and other consoles that need to be set up and where they're going to be set up. Remember, these rules are not set in stone. And what matters most is that you do whatever you think is best for yourself. Make a list, don't make it, check prices, or don't check them. Make your space yours. Now, let's check out my space. This is my triple monitor setup. I have a 1920 x 1080 monitors, regular VA displays. I would like to get IPS or OLED in the future. I have a Huanwo triple monitor arm. You can see there the setup that I have. I have other peripherals and microphones and webcams. This is my keyboard. This is a ROG Azoth gaming keyboard with a little screen on the side. This for ergonomics. I have my ROG Spata X gaming mouse. It's a pretty good one, and it has the magnetic charger. You can see here, you remove it, stops charging, and you can connect it there, and it resumes charge. This is the case for the Switch. This is my gaming PC, and if you were wondering what kind of specifications I'm running, I have an i9 12900K, 16 core, 3080 graphics card, NVIDIA. I have two M.2s, one 2 terabyte, one terabyte. I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. I recently added these floating shelves from Amazon. It was relatively cheap, and they're sturdy enough. You guys can see there the Ostromat man and the display that is projecting. This is the N1 Ultra projector, which I'm going to show you in a second so I can turn it on. This is a double sofa that we use to watch movies. As you can see, I installed a projector so that we can watch movies. You can see the LED lights. I have here a shelf that is made of fabric and other materials. Put all my stuff here, computer related stuff, cables and whatnot. You see my speaker there, some of my certifications and degrees. I have a little nightstand there. My TV stand. Everything has LEDs. That's kind of like the topic. Sometimes I leave it off before the video. I turn it on. You can see I didn't finish the loop through the frame over there. And if you want to install these, you can see right here, you see that it has a screw here. You put it in there with the screw, and then you push it in. That's how you have your LED strip attached to the wall. This is just to write my notes, my printer. I have a network setup right here for testing. I have my own server, AP520 Lenovo ThinkStation. So I can practice, and some instructional guides, CCNA Home Labs, some routers, switches, Raspberry Pis there at the bottom, right there. And on the very bottom, some test computers and my server, which in the future, I'm going to show you guys what I have. Some lighting here, my components, my desk. And you can see this piece right here that has a globe. It's pretty cool. I like it. And my controller, some other stuff that I have there. This is how it looks. A lot of components for one little space. And I have more in my living room. And now let me show you how my projector looks. And I decided to get a manual one versus an electric, because the electric can malfunction and then I won't be able to use it. And this one, I can always use it no matter what. There's the screen. That's me right here. It's here. It's a big screen. And this projector is the N1 Ultra JM Go projector, laser projector. You can see here. And I attach this to the wall with 3 very large screws. This bracket right here. I found the stud that's behind the wall, and I attach it there. And believe me, this thing hasn't moved. It's really well in place. I'm going to show you how it works. This is how it looks from my view. I turned off Astronaut Man. I'm going to put a video there so you guys can see.
That you feel no pain as you die.
Oh, and I guess I'll stop it there because you guys probably haven't seen new episodes or all the episodes in Devil May Cry. That's for the Roku. It looks pretty nice, eh? It's a really nice setup. And I love projectors, and I like watching movies. It's like being on a movie theater. Then when it's not in use, I just pull it down a little, and I put it up here. And it has a little thing here that I attach so that the little string doesn't get in the way. You're going to save more money by actually building the furniture that you're trying to buy. And I've saved some money. I built this furniture, this one. This one was already pre-built. built my desk, this shelf, metal shelf. I've done most of it myself. If it requires any modification to the house, I can do it myself. I also made my own cable runs for the house. These ones. Built the cable to go all the way from here, all the way over to the computer. I bought a switch at 2.5 gigabits per second switch right there. You can see the cables there, those 4 cables. And it goes from there, roof, all the way to the router at my network station that I made. And this is small, but it is nice. And you can make your space yours, whatever you want to do. You can make it your own. And here I just store a lot of different stuff. But if you want to do a gaming room, you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can build most of it yourself. You can buy cheaper products on Amazon. You can buy used. You can do a whole lot. So definitely don't be scared about starting your project. It may take you a while, but over time, it's going to be your space. It is going to look cool as heck. So this is it for my gaming setup. Hope you guys liked it. And one day I want to see if I can see other cool setups. When I move out of here, when I get a house, you better believe I'm gonna make the baddest gaming room out there. But it's gonna take me a while. House prices are too expensive. Hope you guys like my room and hope we can share one day whatever we have and make another video. Local Tech Man out.